Now, what are the top 5 symptoms of endometriosis, right? Endometriosis is an issue, and I've done videos on this, so make sure you're watching and subscribe to my channel, my YouTube channel, so you can find the other videos easily that I've done on endometriosis and talking about that. But the top 5 symptoms, most of them actually have to do with pain, right? Majority of them have to do with pain. Yeah. So if you're wondering if do I have endometriosis, things like that, if you have a lot of pain, it's a high probability. And even if you've gone to the doctor before, there was a study that was done recently where they interviewed women who were diagnosed with endometriosis, and they asked, about how long it took them and how many visits it took them to be properly diagnosed. The average was about 10 visits, 10 different visits. That seems wild to me that it would take that long. Why does it take that long? Because a lot of times your pain is not taken seriously. Your pain is sort of seen as, oh yeah, sure you have pain, but buck up, cupcake. No, your pain, that's not normal. That's a problem, and that needs to be addressed. So this type of pain that we're talking about, it would be severe pain with ovulation or with your cycle when your period starts. And it doesn't just have to be pain located in your lower abdomen, like, oh, I'm having a cramp pain there. I mean, yes, that absolutely can be part of it, but you can actually have pain all over your abdomen. You can have pain on one side of your abdomen or the other. There are some women who get diagnosed with endometriosis because they thought they were having appendicitis. They thought their appendix has burst. Nope, just endometriosis. Oh, okay then, right? But you can have pain all over your abdomen, not just in the lower part where your uterus would be, right? You can also have pain in your back. You can have low back pain. You can have pain into your hips. You can have pain in other parts of your body, right? You can have, say, a hip pain or something like that, or a pain in your upper abdomen, as well as pain in your lower abdomen. If the pain comes on and is reflective, meaning it's the same like type of intensity, duration, everything else as that lower abdomen pain, chances are it's coincided with that endometriosis, right? And again, that pain can occur with ovulation and or with your cycle starting, right? It's the hard thing about it is that it is not there all the time. So that's where women run into issues with trying to report their pain and trying to talk about this, is that say you have really severe pain, that day that you have the severe pain, you call to make an appointment to go in and get your pain taken care of, but by the time you get your appointment and go in, you're not actually currently in that amount of pain. Happens all the time, right? So it's important that you take accurate notes, record your pain on a daily basis, and track it with your hormones and your cycle. Track it with your basal body temperature. Track it with your hormones overall. That gives people a lot of data and information, and to really let you know that, like, to take you seriously, to say, like, listen, this is so bad, it's debilitating, or, really interrupting my life, that here's my pain scale. Like, so they know, yeah, there's days where it's a 2 out of 10 or a 0 out of 10. And that's during these days of my cycle. But during these other days of my cycle, it's this bad. That lets you advocate for yourself and the amount of pain that you're in. So that's first. The second type of pain is that you can have pain with intercourse. Pain with intercourse, right? You can even have pain with other heavy activities like weightlifting, or if you're bike riding or doing things like that and you're like, I am having a lot of pain here. Holy cow, what is going on? Yeah, that can be another indicator that you have endometriosis. If you have pain, again, this is the top third symptom, again, has to deal with pain, but pain with urination and pain with a bowel movement. Yeah, pain when you have to go pee or pain when you have to poop. And this doesn't mean like when you pee, it hurts. It can, but it's, it's like the pressure is what's causing so much pain. And then having a bowel movement, having that matter move through your digestive system. If you have endometriosis, it's like having scar tissue in your abdomen. Of course it's going to hurt. It's going to be uncomfortable for sure. So that's a big, big thing. Other symptoms that are associated with this are having either a really abnormal cycle, having a heavy flow, clots, things like that. And then it can also interrupt your fertility. That's usually the 5th symptom. And if you're somebody who's like, I'm not worried about fertility or something like that, that's fine, but having an issue with fertility and it's related to irregularities with your hormones and your cycle, that's why, right? They look at endometriosis as that's one of the top 5 symptoms though. So what do we do about this? How do we deal with this? Well, it's really important to understand where your body's at. How do we know? Dutch testing. We look at your hormones and look at what specifically your system would need to help your hormones regulate as quickly as possible. And this is something that we do in the Female Hormone Solution program. So you can go below this video, make sure you're on the wait list. If you have any other questions, reach out to me personally. I'm Dr. Bethwestie, women's health and hormone expert, author of the books, The Female Fat Solution and The Female Menopause Solution. I'm also the creator of the Eat for Your Cycle method and the creator of tinctures for your cycle. So these help your system maintain a better level of hormone in your body naturally, all working with your system. But the best way, if you have issues or if you have questions, do not hesitate to reach out to me. Do not hesitate to dive into any more research that I have put out there or information or videos, because this is a really difficult thing to dive into if you've been given the runaround before. But there are a lot of things you can do for your hormonal health that is going to help alleviate a lot of the symptoms that you struggle with when you're looking at endometriosis. And again, this is something that we do and we work very closely together with in the Female Hormone Solution program. So make sure you're on the wait list.